But I know that there's more.
Y'all better listen to this shit. Y'all better listen to this shit. This is a musical bass right here. Baby, do you wrong, man? Do you wrong? Son of a bitch. Oh, baby, son of a bitch. Baby, listen to me. This is it. Oh, baby. This is it. No more. You know. This is it, baby. You gave your heart to me. Look what I want to do. After everything, baby, I want your heart. I don't deserve it. I thought you've been so good to me. You have loved me religiously. Can you tell me, oh, how to make me go and do what I've done to you? I'm so tired of being true. This is it. Oh, this is it. No more. This is cheating. God, I promise that this is it. There's no love. The angels of this got me feeling guilty. All I got to say, oh, you please, girl, forgive me. Please look how mercy. God, you've been so good to me. God, you have loved me religiously. Oh Lord, can you tell me, oh, how to make me go and do what I've done to you? I'm so tired of being untrue. This is it. Oh, say, this is it. No more cheating on you. Oh, God, I promise that this is it, baby. Baby, I surrender. This is no pretender.
I know that there's more. More for you, more for us.
Swimming in you, hey, little mama, said I wanna take a dipping your pool. Just go look out there, yeah. I feel like taking a dip in your pool, relax a bit, you know what I mean? Sip on a little of that Patron, you know what I mean? Swimming in you, swimming in you, swimming in you. Hey, little mama, said I wanna take a dip in your pool. Oh, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Hey, on a serious note, we about to get into this real serious stuff. I gotta hit that clock. Bang, there it go. So we gotta get into it. We can't waste no time. I want to say why we can't donate. Wait a minute. Why we can't donate on this channel? You can donate on this channel now. You can donate on this channel. The official Dana J channel. Make sure you on there. Make sure you on the official Dana J channel. Make sure you on the official Dana J channel. I just cut one of the channels off. What's up, Dennis? Yeah, ain't no let him. No, I can't let him get that Midas. So first, I want to say what up, everybody. What's going on? I don't know. It was confusing. Let's do it like this. Okay. because I had running on 2 lives. So this channel right here is where you can donate and everything. So let's get them lives up. Let's share to everybody. Let's get them out here. You got it? Cool, Nell. Thank you so much. Let's get them out here because we're going to talk real life stuff now. Dennis Jones said, where the evidence? I don't know. You asked them, Dennis. I don't know. I'm asking the same stuff. So, first thing we're going to talk about, y'all. But before I jump into that, I want to say, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Dream Team, Oak Cove. Shout out to Malik. That's at the hospital. He coming home soon. Shout out to Brooke. And we're going to hold him down. Shout out to my little homie, Carter. My nephew, Carter. Crazy self. Look. First up, we have in the portal is Deshaun Watson. First person we have in the portal is Deshaun Watson. And I'll make it bigger. NFL quarterback. As long as he was playing. Thank you so much, Nell. As long as he was playing. Shout out to Nell Taylor. Thank you so much. As long as Deshaun Watson was playing massa ball, everything was fine. As long as he was playing massa ball, everything was fine. Thank you so much, Thank you so much, Hit Hard. Appreciate you. As long as he was playing massa ball, everything was fine. But the minute he said, I'm going to take back my life, I'm not going to get nowhere here in Texas, I'm going to get beat up left and right every season, I want to trade. I want to trade. Hey, Dennis, when I get to Robert, I'll get to that part, but I'm doing people at a time, brother. From that point, you ain't never hear about Deshaun Watson ever getting in trouble. Never getting in trouble. But the minute he said he want to leave Texas, 19 masseuses came out and said that he touched them inappropriately and they want to sue. The lawyer for these masseuse ladies came out and said, well, we want a 6-figure payout. Deshaun Watson said, you crazy. I'm clearing my name. So you would think that it's a police report involved. It's some type of other stuff involved. Well, it's not. But you have a lady from Me Too that's involved. A lady I never even heard before. And with that being said, that's the scary part of it all. Because look what the police department is saying now. The police department said, according to the Houston Police Department, no evidence against Deshaun Watson has been submitted in regards to the allegations of sexual assault. According to the Houston Police Department, there's been no evidence against Deshaun Watson that's been submitted thus far. So with that being said, if you don't have no evidence that's been submitted thus far, the question is, did it really happen? Or is this just a filibuster just so people can try to get over on him. Like I say, here's the call-in number. Here's the call-in number. If you want to come on a panel, let me know. But this is an open panel. Call in today. Call in. We're going to talk. Call in. How do y'all feel about the play manual of Robert Cecil Kelly being played out with Deshaun Watson? How do y'all feel about the play manual of Robert Cecil Kelly being played out for Deshaun Watson? There's the link to come on the panel if you want to. The call-in number is there, 685-545-2955. Call in. Let your voices be heard. If not, I'm going to keep it moving. The next call-in topic is R. Kelly. And it says, R. Kelly's lawyers asked Cook County judge to throw out $4 million judgment against singer yet again. Despite the profound ineptitude of the R. Kelly's former attorneys, a Cook County judge should deny the embattled singer's latest attempt to overturn a $4 million judgment leveled against him last year, a new court filing contends. In a filing made earlier this week, attorney Jeffrey Deutschman argued that the petition to vacate the $4 million judgment filed in February by Kelly's new lawyers was made too late and doesn't hold up under scrutiny. The suit was brought against Kelly in February 2019, just a day before the Cook County State's Attorney Office charged the singer with sexually abusing 4 people between 1998 and 2010. The woman who filed the suit, who WGN is not naming, is one of the 4 alleged victims in that criminal case. In March 2020, the judge overseeing the civil case in which Kelly was represented by at least 3 other attorneys ruled against Kelly and ordered him to pay the woman $4 million. His new lawyer said that miscommunication amongst those prior attorneys effectively left the singer unrepresented in civil matters. The new attorneys argued that those conditions paved the way for their motion to vacate to move forward. I'm really getting pissed about this because the old lawyer never showed up. And then the other lawyers that was there, Ray and them, they're not there no more. But everybody is saying that Don Russell and them is the muscle, right? Well, I wonder if y'all know who the old lawyer is who didn't show up, who got Robert screwed up. I wonder if y'all know. So let me ask a question. Do y'all know who it is? Because I know. But do y'all know who it is? Willie, Brian Nix, you get it. He never showed up. He never showed up in court. Never showed up in court. That's how Robert lost. So let's finish. New trial date set for R. Kelly's federal trial in Chicago. Because Robert lacked the ability to defend this case as a result of circumstances out of his control, the $4 million judgment ordered against him by this court is manifestly unjust, Kelly's new attorney wrote in their February petition. Dushman, though, pointed out that one of Kelly's previous attorneys in the civil case filed another motion to vacate the $4 million judgment 7 months after the award was issued. Though that motion was abandoned and never heard by a judge. These multiple misrepresentations and the profound ineptitude of counsel do not meet defendant's burden on this petition to vacate, Dushman wrote. In fact, defendant meets none of the requirements to vacate the judgment order. It's unclear when a judge will rule on Kelly's motion to vacate. R. Kelly's manager charged with making threatening calls to theater showing Surviving R. Kelly. Last year, a county judge ordered a freeze on the $1.5 million in Kelly's royalties account with Sony. That money was later awarded to Midwest Commercial Funding, a Wisconsin-based property management company from which Kelly previously rented his West Loop studio space. The company sued Kelly over unpaid back rent and repair costs that totaled $3.5 million. That's a goddamn lie. Dushman's client and Midwest Commercial Funding both argued that they were entitled to the money in Kelly's royalties account. Last year, a Cook County judge ruled that the money would go to Kelly's former landlord because the company made a claim to it first. Kelly has remained locked up at the Metropolitan Correctional Center and the Loop as his criminal cases progress. All told, he faces criminal charges on 4 fronts. He faces state charges in Cook County and in Minnesota, and he's charged federally in Chicago and in New York. So the question that I have is, if R. Kelly was out, would this be going on? I don't think so. Matter of fact, I know it wouldn't. So why is it that we have to sit back? I would have never paid that lawyer for that service. Well, Brian Nix never showed up. Brian Nix never showed up. And I do know if Robert was home, and when he was home, none of this was going on. They wouldn't have never did no stuff like that. Malik in the house. Please get well, bro. Malik in the house. So why should Robert, or should I say this? Why is people making responsible dividends with his funds when he's not able to say, no, don't do that, or yeah, you go ahead and do that? If y'all don't see what's going on, they waited until they locked him up till he don't have a say-so. Him and Shirley, they waited until they locked him up until he don't have a say-so to start manipulating his funds. And that come from friends, so-called friends, and all. That's the weird part. His funds is being directed and dictated, but why? You have a studio that's totally, before Robert got there, worth $400,000. You were selling it for $1 million. Now you saying $3.5 million in damages
Impossible. Not when it's only appraising for $1 million now. So you took his 1.5, but you said it's worth 3, which means that leaves leeway for you to come back and say, I'm entitled to the rest because y'all gave me the first installment. Midas said a mouthful, manipulating his funds, selling his music, stealing his hard drive. Like I say, if you want to come on, y'all can come on. There's the link in the chat. There's a link in the chat. And there's the number on the screen. I call all this cap because here's the thing. And I'm going to break it down again and I'm going to tell y'all the truth. 3 people was in line for the money. Drea, Hot Water, and the management company. If you give it to Drea, that's making R. Kelly story true. That he couldn't make money on the road and he always paid his child support. If you give it to Hot Water, that kills a lot of your Fed case because a remedy has been met because she's been paid. Once you settle in civil court, you can't come back and sue in federal or state court. A remedy was met. That's why I say a lot of these charges don't get thrown out. Or should I say they should be thrown out. If Greenberg on this game, a lot of these charges will be thrown out. So, with all that being said, what's left? You go ahead and pay the studio people because they have no fight or no levy or no rule in the federal case. But if you pay Stephanie Williams, that crushes a lot of your federal case. Y'all heard him say she's a victim. So how you going to be a victim and trying to sue civil? Make it make sense. I'm just saying. If you give it to Drea, that kills the notion that he's a bad person and don't want to pay child support. You give it to the studio people, they get their money and go. They don't have no weight in a federal case. Now do y'all see the conspiracy of it all? Now do y'all see the whole act and plan of the government and the courts? Aaron, I see you, man, and you coming in late. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Heather Williams. But I'm sorry. Heather Williams. You see what's going on. So, nobody want to call in. I think I need to disable that call in number then. And just leave it strict here. Last but not least. Guess one. Who are you?
Whoa.
What's up, bro?
What's going on? What's going on?
And how you feeling?
I'm better.
Okay.
I mean, in this case, for what I've been just listening to, I done finally came up with an opinion that this whole thing was about acquiring some type of money and nobody thought it all the way out.
Facts.
What happens is he's going to be the scapegoat because of his name only.
Facts.
He has the biggest name in the whole ordeal. And it kind of reminds me, in a sense, as I came back, it's like somebody came up with trying to put trapped in the closet into a real life scenario. Meaning we can take this idea that he put together and get some money off of this. But along the way, a few people didn't want to maintain their initial position, and what they started to do was be greedy. And along with the greed became more deceit.
That's true.
So a lot of folks had to start cutthroating folk. And what happened is now nobody trusts nobody now. So the plan we came up with, we got to abort. But in all actuality, it's kind of best that he's not on the street, in the sense of he could actually make out better by clearing his name that way, because he has no legal ties to anything, because for the last year or so, everybody knows exactly where he was.
Yeah, now watch this. You're the second person I heard say that, right? And my question would be, I'm gonna ask you the same thing I asked that person. Explain it a little more for the people who don't understand or don't know exactly why you say that.
Um,
Hold on for a second, right before you get started. Shout out to Deion Sanders. He got the new stadium being rebuilt down at Jackson State. I want to say shout out to Deion Sanders. They the state of Mississippi is putting $250,000 into Jackson State. All right, go ahead, bro.
I'm gonna say it this way. Anybody that comes up with a plan, you're always going to have one person who's the bank. And in this particular case, his name is the bank,
Okay.
because of the celebrity status that comes with it. For example, if I was a dude and I wanted 20 women of quality to come to a party, and all I had to do was say, hey, my man RK giving a listening party tonight at blah, blah, blah. And somebody going to come out just off a namesake. So it's, in my opinion, these people put this scheme together to get some money, because case in point, on any facet, the name alone can help you get money. No matter how much mud a person go through, it's always that one fan who know that other fan, who know another fan, who gonna always back them.
Right.
You know, like down to the whole fact of how bad they were saying a person that Prince was on the back end. He was nasty with his little attitude. You still got 25 million people that love Prince. When LeBron James left Cleveland, everybody burned his jersey. As soon as he came back, everybody brought his jersey. Same thing. You got fans that's going to live by you and die by you no matter what they say. So with that being said, a lot of folks, or a few folks, they put a plan together. Because as I think back to some of the things, I think, and catch me if I'm saying this wrong, I think along the lines in this story somehow, the little thugged out dude, I want to say Azriel Clarity, her father.
Angelo?
Oh, yeah. Dude was posting pictures, showing pictures of his baby girl in like a two-piece bikini or something crazy.
Mm.
And folks was like, yo, why would you be showing pictures of your daughter off like that? Like, men don't do that. Unless you, but long story thin, nobody thought it out. And what happened was, what started out to be for dollars and cents no longer could become. There was too many hands in the pot, and everybody got greedy. And once you get greedy, everybody start telling. So now everybody is trying to cover up their story to make him look like he's the bad guy.
Wow.
Because if you brought a building, first of all, the building only worth $400,000. Well, I'm giving you $1 million. It only assessed for $400,000.
Right.
If I'm giving you $1 million, okay, maybe I'm giving you $1 million because I got cash. We're gonna get the deal over with. You're gonna give me the equipment that's in the building, and we're gonna look at it that way. But nobody pays twice the value of something that's only worth $400,000. You don't pay twice.
Right.
And if the building was destroyed before I got there, why would I definitely pay more? Not to mention my name. If the building if it's only worth $400,000, I could buy a studio. I ain't got to rent one. I can buy one. The studio is not necessarily the building; it's the equipment that's in the building. So your building could be worth $50,000, but if the equipment you have is state of the art, that's where the value comes in at. It's not the shell; it's the equipment.
Right.
Last I checked.
So do you think that if he was home, they'd still be setting him up or trying to set him up right now?
I'm gonna say this: if he was home, he would have a better way to voice and make himself be clear. He really doesn't have an outlet to speak right now,
right?
Because he's not in a position to where he can speak, one, freely and frequent, and two, directly about the situation. Because anything you put out now, just because of where he is, you have to alter the wording. You got to change it around.
Right.
Because now you definitely don't know who to trust.
That part.
Because it seems to me, and I'm unclear, the Jewish dude that came and got him and took him to that McDonald's, who is that?
Say it again.
On TV, a Jewish dude came and got him, and he wound up going to McDonald's.
Greenberg.
Okay. I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, he on court TV talking about George Floyd.
Okay. So he an ambulance chaser. So he an ambulance chaser. he chased the bag. He going after the bag. Is that okay? So did he get the family that $45 million?
No.
Is he for the police?
Say it again.
Is he defending one of the police?
No. So that's the same question that I got. Why you on court TV giving depositions about a case that have nothing to do with you and your client is in MCC?
Because he can make his name bigger.
How?
Because he's speaking on probably one of the biggest landmark cases in history. Pardon my French. The verdict of the George Floyd case is going to become a new law on the book. It's going to become a new precedent.
Right.
If it goes the wrong way, you're going to have holy hell to pay.
What is the wrong way?
If for some reason, is it Chavez?
Chauvin.
If he walks, you're going to have holy hell.
I'm going to be honest with you. I really don't think so.
If he walks?
I think if he walk, we as a colored folks going to have holy hell because that's going to open up a gateway for mass murders on camera.
I promise you this. And I'm going to say this the most politically correct way I can say. If he walks and walks freely, you're going to have a lot of police to retire because they're going to become the biggest target in America.
Okay, well, watch this. I'm glad you said that because that leads into my next person, which is George Floyd. So hang around for this, Malik. I'm glad you're here. A lot of people don't know this, but I want to make sure y'all see this because we can always come back to Robert. but I want y'all to see this. And it clearly says, while the state won't cover Chauvin's legal expenses, the Minnesota Police and Peace Officers Organization expects to pay over $1 million for Chauvin's case and his 10-plus lawyers. The funds will also be available for the other 3 ex-officers involved in Floyd's death. Now, you said what again?
If he walks.
You ain't just read what I said.
Okay, you said about they paying for the $1 million for him
But I'm
and his other 10 lawyers, as well as the other 3 officers, right?
Right.
That's all fine and good. They put that out there in ink.
Okay.
That's because they CYN.
Okay, so watch this. Here's what I'm gonna help you with real quick. The family has been paid $27 million, and they accepted it already for the death of George Floyd. What I need to know, and is what everybody need to know because it's not being transparent, is that was the $27 million paid for by the state of Minnesota, or was it paid for by the police department? That will determine if Chauvin walks or not walk. If it was paid by the state, Chauvin got a chance of still going to jail. If it was paid by the police department, Chauvin walking. If it was paid by the state and the police department, now we got a conflict of interest.
The $27 million was paid to put that thing on silence and let the people of whatever state it is, I can't think off the top of my head.
It's Minnesota.
To let the people of Minnesota, let the court system handle that.
So once again,
you got to remember.
Was it the state that paid the family, or was it a combined effort?
It's irrelevant of who it was.
No.
I'm telling you why. Look, think about it. See, you wasn't here, and I don't know. Were you here when Freddie Gray popped off?
No, I came back home to March for that.
Okay. When they gave him that money, that $7 million, Mom and Dad went on TV and they didn't want nothing else to happen. They wanted everything to be just like it was, and they wanted to go off in the sunset and mind their business.
Okay.
For those who know, had Mom and Dad never said nothing, they was getting ready to turn it out. You had top-notch brass police officers coming around the way hollering at these little dudes, and the big homies was like, "Yo, what y'all gonna do?" And they was like, "Yo, we gonna add this out." See, the one thing that they don't tell you in B-more, or if you don't know, little kids run the world.
Of course.
Now, if you punch one of them in their mouth, they're the biggest chump in America. Give them that pistol, they're a gangster.
And you ain't gonna swing on them around a big homie.
But yeah, you will. Ain't no big homies no more holding them down.
Okay.
Now, if you look them in their face and tell them, "Yo, you got a gun and I got a gun. Now let's see who the tough guy is." Whole new ball game. See, in Baltimore, the big homie ain't got time no more because the little kids don't understand. And until a big homie step up, and my man, rest in peace, he was a big homie. He stepped out there.
Who you talking about?
Barksdale.
Okay. Tater.
He stepped out there.
Tater.
And that's what happens. And you got to get back. We got to get back to the old roots here. So what I'm saying is, if he walks, they're gonna add out in Michigan, Minnesota. Yo, dude, you got to think about all they went through with that. I was here during the Freddie Gray thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, the mom who snatched that kid out the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
My man was a therapist who was going to talk to Short. He said the little kid still shook.
He still shook.
Yeah. Yo, if your mother snatched you from seeing your sweatpants, she come from the crib to Montgomery and snatch you on national TV in front of your peer group, Your whole pride then went out the window.
Nah, really, that's my mama.
That's how you was raised.
And if anybody say something about my mama, I'm gonna slap them.
But that's how you was raised. How many kids today will even allow their mother to talk to them like that?
That's true. Without calling CPS.
I had the same conversation the other day with some people in the field. The lady last night, the lady this morning was saying how her son be getting out, grandson get out of pocket, and she be tearing him up. He don't want to act right in school. Sunday, I told the principal when I had to go to school for my oldest boy, "Hey, yo, I come back again. I'm gonna treat you like you acting right here. We're gonna get it off our chest right here." "Oh, you can't say that. You can't say that." "Principal, check this out. I told you what it is. I'm telling you how it's going down. The only reason why I don't give it to him right now, because he deserves a warning. He deserves a warning to know what's going to come if he don't get his conduct together. You don't see him missing no meals. You see every time he tell you he going to get them new J's, or he going to get the new polo, or he going to get a brand new phone, you see him with the brand new latest, right? Your job is school. My job is to make sure you got what you need to be provided for. Now, if I'm not doing my job, then you check me. But last I checked, you was in AT&T the other day getting a brand new phone just because you wanted a different color.
Fact.
So now, you want to go to school and show your butt? I got you. Take that same phone and get on there and find you somewhere to stay. Because you're going to understand the concept. That's not how it was going down in my house.
Wow.
Now, I got to bust my butt for you. Come on. I hope the dude Sharvin don't walk. He's guilty on multiple angles. But if he walks, you mark my words. And the Breonna Taylor, it's too many incidents and too many cases where these officers are getting off and they did the right. They did wrong. You flat out wrong.
Well, as I stated, and I think I'm gonna teach on this on Monday. Me and Ro was talking about coming tomorrow to do something to talk about the natural man versus the corporate you. But on Monday I'm gonna talk about, and I'm gonna teach about what is your standing? Because even with this situation, I've said it once before, and they said it in court. If he wouldn't have died, this would have been swept under the rug because there wasn't an injured party. And when I mean injured, I mean killed. However, because it was an injured party, and when they did their research on it and they did all their paperwork, they found out George Floyd was still a ward of the United States, the corporation. Part of the corporation rules is you cannot kill or expire a corporation. You don't have that power to do that because you didn't birth that corporation.
Oh, you say he was on paper? He was on papers?
No, I mean no. But what I'm saying is, see, it's a little deep, and I think your dude was about to come and talk to you about that. What I mean by that is, if you ain't reclaimed your birthright, you're still civic divorce, meaning that they still collect off of your QSEP number and your numbers that's on your birth certificate. So once you reclaim all your stuff, they can't collect on it. And that's like plain and simple. I'm gonna give you an example. If you was to kill me and you get locked up for it, when they do all that paperwork and see that I'm not in the system anymore, they probably give you like 4 years, 3 years, 2 years, only because you put the community in shock. So it is what it is. But that's why I tell people, like, yo, know your standings, because if you do something to somebody or somebody do something to you and your paperwork not right, man, as you see, it's not George Floyd people that's coming after him. It's the state of Minnesota. And nobody have yet to ask themselves, who have ever seen the state of Minnesota, the state of Maryland, and the state of Georgia? But I mean, have you ever seen who that was? So how are they able to come and sue you? And then when you say something about it, and the judge will say, "What their lawyer is right here," hoping that you don't know how to combat that. Me, I'm gonna ask the lawyer a question. Excuse me. Only thing I want to know is, since you're the lawyer for the state of Maryland or the state of Georgia, when was the last time you had a conversation with him about me? They can't answer that. They got to throw your case out after that. But because people don't know, hey, matter of fact, if you check your email tonight, I'm gonna send you the courtroom battle rules, and between the corporate man and the you man and the I man. That's what it's called. Something that you ain't know, huh? Hey, Malik. Yeah, he in the hospital, y'all. I think his nurse might have came in. But yeah, it's time for people to wake up, man. It's time for us to get back to what's going on. My time is pretty much done. I'll be back at 7:30. We're going to talk about politics. All right. I'm going to get Malik out of here because I think his nurse came in. But y'all be blessed. I see y'all at 7:30. Don't forget, for the people who can't make it back, elephant don't swat flies. If you want to be someone important, be yourself. Dana J loves all of you. And remember, you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. I see y'all at 7:30. Stay away from the drama and the lies. Enjoy your Resurrection Friday. I do not celebrate Easter, so if I never say Happy Easter, please don't hold it against me. I do not celebrate Easter. I encourage everybody, please go look up what the Easter Bunny is for. All right? Y'all be blessed. I'm gone.
Swimming in you, hey, little mama, I'm on a